Okay, let me see if it's recording. It's recording.
Hi. We're baking cookies, right? That's what we're doing. Well, that's what I have out.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing something fun and something new for the both of us. We're doing a cookie baking session, quarantine edition.
Yes.
So there's over there at her house. Hi Georgia. And then I'm over here, and we're just gonna be making oatmeal cookies.
Yes, we're gonna attempt to. You'll probably run through the recipe, and I'll follow.
Okay. So basically, first off, we need about a cup of butter. That's about room temperature.
So I have a cup here, perfect, because this is all I have.
Yeah.
Should I melt it?
Don't melt it. I guess microwave it for no more than like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Because you don't want it actually melted. You still want it to be creamed, because we're gonna cream it with some brown sugar and some white sugar.
Got it. Okay. So, sorry. Go ahead with your list of items.
Okay. So basically, we're just gonna do 1 cup of butter, and then we're gonna do. Do you have brown sugar?
Yes, I went and got some.
Oh, look at you. Speaking of, I think you asked me in a previous video if you can use just white sugar instead of brown sugar, and I wanted to explain it to you, but it got really lengthy. So I'll explain it to you now while you prep butter.
Okay.
That works out. So basically, the reason why I use both is because they have different profiles. So sugar is gonna make, like cookies, for example, since that's what we're doing, it's gonna make it light and airy. So if you want fluffy cookies, then you would use more white sugar. And it's just sweet, right? Mm-hmm. The brown sugar actually makes it like more dense, but it's going to be moist and dense, light and fluffy. So if you put the two together, you have a perfect balance of, you know, your crispy edges, but it's still like kind of soft and moist on the inside. And that's why you would use both. But if you have a preference, like if you want like more cake-like cookies, then use more white sugar. Or if you want like super hard cookies, use brown sugar.
Okay, like hard crispy, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So use your ratio, whatever you feel like using it. But yeah, go ahead and melt that. 10 seconds.
Yes, I will. I'll be right back.
And then also the brown sugar has more of a molasses taste to it, like more grounded and earthy, as opposed to just sweet. You know what I mean? So white sugar is just sweet. And this gives it more of a, and then the color is also different too. So if you want really light cookies, you'll do more of the white sugar. And if you want more of like a brownish golden cookie, you'll do brown sugar.
So technically they're interchange, like in a recipe, I can use one or the other if I have a preference for a specific like texture or taste or quality. They're the same.
So say like, my recipe here, or rather my mom's recipe, uses 1.5 cups of sugar. So what I do is I split them to 3/4 cup of each, so I get to have both profiles in my cookies. And that's all just like, you know, sometimes you want lighter cookies, you'll do like 1 cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Or if you want like, you know, that was 10 seconds?
No, I added for 30 because it was still super hard.
It's okay. We'll cream it. Do you have a hand mixer, or are you gonna whisk it?
I can do either. Should I just whisk it?
This will take.
I mean, I have like a whisk, and I have my
hand. Grab a whisk.
Grab one? Okay.
Grab a whisk, yeah. This is gonna take a little bit of time, but you just want to cream it with the sugar.
I have a attachment. Should I just use that?
Yeah. It'll go faster.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna take Do you have a bowl?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I'm using 3/4 cups of brown sugar and 3/4 cups of white sugar. And we're just gonna put all of that into the bowl, and we're gonna cream the butter with the sugar. Do you like my containers? Aren't they cute?
I do. They look so organized and pretty.
I suckered Frank into getting me another set, but I think that's it.
What did you say?
I said I suckered Frank into getting me another set, but I think that's it for now. I played my card, happy wife, happy life.
For sure. I was totally in that phase of like making everything in the pantry pretty.
Yeah.
When Michael and I got married.
Yeah.
And yeah. It just became more of a hassle for me for some reason.
Really?
Like I would buy, and again, I don't think I was as precise in buying the containers. I kind of was just buying it just to buy it. So I would buy a bunch of containers, try to put stuff in there, and then it wouldn't be big enough. And so I have like 2 containers now. I have like the leftover stuff that didn't fit in the container and the container itself. And it was just like, this is so dumb. I'm just taking up more space. It doesn't look as good. Or it'll all fit, but then it's like not the right container for it. You know how there's like different containers for like spaghetti, for flour, sugar, and all that? Like, it was just, yeah, I was like, why did I spend all that money? Like, I don't even really cook or bake, and I'm trying to make my pantry look all pretty, but it just became more of a headache for me.
I was looking online because I wanted a really nice container for flour, and but I also wanted everything to be uniform because you know how I have like major OCD.
Yeah.
And so if it looks off, it just throws me off. So I was looking, and then they said like a 6-quart container can hold a 5-pound bag of flour. And I was okay. I need to look online for like the brand that I'm using for the other containers, but it needs to make 6 quarts. And they had one that was like 5 quarts, and I started freaking out. Frank goes, well, what if you get a slightly bigger one and then just have extra room? I'm like, this is too stressful for me right now.
It's way too much math and costs too much too.
Right?
Yeah, for something like you though, like because you cook and bake so much, I feel like it's worth it for you. You know, it's like your life. Like that's what you do. That's what you enjoy. That's what brings you happiness. But for me, I was just like headache all around. Like, why am I?
Okay, so we're creaming it, right? Are you creaming? We're creaming. Okay.
Okay. Oh, wow, there's a lot of sugar and butter. Okay.
Huh?
How much? How do I know when it's done?
So it's gonna look like yogurt, the consistency of yogurt.
Wow. Maybe I could try this. Okay. See that?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Like this?
That looks good.
I think I'll just wait and follow your instructions. So it's becoming more of a teaching session than a actual baking together session. I mean,
it's okay. This is the start, right? Okay, where are we at? You got your cream?
Cream?
It's done, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now we're just gonna add in the yogurt. Well, I'm using yogurt. You're probably gonna put in eggs, and then the vanilla extract. And we're gonna mix it all together. So all of the wet ingredients go first.
And I just throw it in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that bowl gonna be big enough for 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of oats too?
Yeah, it could be. Okay. Let me see.
So what I'm doing is I'm doing a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm doing a half a cup of yogurt.
1 egg and with a teaspoon. Oh, look at my measuring spoons.
Oh,
Cute.
are they Disney?
On the deck, Pluto, Minnie, and Mickey.
Oh, they're so cute.
Cute.
That'll work.
Cups.
I'm using almond milk yogurt.
Are you using almond milk? Okay.
Well, no, the yogurt. Yeast yogurt. This is my egg replacer.
Oh, okay. The measuring, they have measuring cups in this style, and I like regret not getting it because they don't have any more.
No.
Super cute. I didn't realize how nice of a quality. I mean, it's still plastic, but it's pretty decent. And I didn't realize how like nice they were. Otherwise, I would have ordered like the whole set. Okay.
Have you tried looking online?
Huh?
Have you tried looking online?
Yeah. I ordered it from Shop Disney.
Ooh. Okay, and then we're just gonna mix everything together.
Okay. And should I add in the flour or not?
Not yet. Well, as soon as you're done mixing all of the wet ingredients, go ahead and put in 2 cups of all-purpose flour and then 2 cups of oats.
Okay.
And then I think I have one teaspoon of baking powder.
Yeah, I totally should get measuring cups because right now what I do is I just use a tablespoon and I scoop it.
I got a measuring cup with the measuring spoon set. It's an 8-piece set from Target for like $4.
But is it Disney?
No, but like you can't find it at Disney anymore, so $4 at Target, Georgia.
That is pretty good. That we don't go to Target, so I need like a $35 minimum to get free shipping.
Can't you just use the Drive Up app or the Drive Up on the app?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so just dump it in.
Yeah. I'm surprised Leonie hasn't woken up from all of this.
Wow.
She sleeps so long. And then as much chocolate chips as you want.
Yeah. How much are you gonna put in?
Probably just a cup. I usually plan less because Leonie starts to sit there and eat them. So.
And I got these Ghirardelli ones, the semi-sweet.
Ooh,
Super yummy.
you fancy. And then I have these Enjoy Life dark chocolate chips. They are free from gluten and wheat, peanuts, tree nuts, dairy, casein, soy, eggs, sesame, sulfite, gluten, mustard, fish, shellfish, and crustaceans.
So they have nothing in them, basically.
Look, they've got unsweetened chocolate and cane sugar, all right?
It's just sugar. Okay, so mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up, and then once it's all incorporated, you're good to go with your cookies. You're gonna preheat the oven to 350.
Oh, 350? Oops.
Well,
375.
375 works too. You're just gonna have to adjust your baking. But I think it might just be because mine is vegan, so.
This is my first time making oatmeal cookies.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And whenever I do make cookies, it's usually from like those packets.
Oh, where you add like milk?
Yeah. Or like box, or the dough.
Oh, like cookie dough.
The doughboy guy, Pillsbury.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really old school, but I baking from scratch is way more old school. Anyway, I don't really
Bake.
I don't really bake. I want to though.
Frank has really gotten into baking since I bought the 10-pound bag of flour.
Ooh,
We've been trying to bake like every little thing.
every day.
No, every like recipe.
Oh, nice. What have you guys made so far? Or what's his favorite?
What's his favorite? He likes banana bread right now.
That's the one I watched.
Yeah?
Yeah, right. That I commented on, and I was like, dude, that looks good.
He's obsessed with it. It tastes really good the second day. Like when it's fresh, it's okay. But like the second day, we'll toast it up, and then he'll put a little bit of butter on it, and then that's breakfast. And he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, dude, that looks really good.
And it's super easy. You just throw everything into a bowl, and you're done.
I actually got bananas for that reason.
Really?
Yeah, because I went to the market yesterday to grab all this stuff. And I grabbed bananas. I'm like, I'm gonna try that recipe. But then I don't have butter. So do I need butter? I forget. I guess you don't need butter because it's vegan, right?
I don't think you need butter. Actually, I don't. No, it's banana, flour, cinnamon, oil. There's a little bit of oil. Usually, when something has oil in it, it doesn't need butter. But it was a really, really simple recipe. Okay, so what?
Instead of butter in a recipe?
What happened?
Can you use oil instead of butter in a recipe?
In most cases, you can. Butter just helps make it
Yummier.
fattier, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so what does your batter look like? It should be kind of thick.
Yeah, it's super thick.
Perfect, yeah. That's what we're working. And then, is your oven ready?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a cookie scoop?
Cookie scoop? No, I got a spoon.
That works too. I used to use a spoon until Frank told me that my cookies are ginormous. And
You spray down the pan, right?
yeah, so if you're using parchment paper, you don't need to use a cooking spray or grease the pan, but if you're using foil, then yes.
Well, then I actually got parchment paper for like the first time ever. I didn't even know what these were I sound like a noob, but I don't even know what these were called. I just knew what they look like, and so I went to the market trying to find it because you used it for your bread. So I was like, I got paper for the bread. Anyway, so I have parchment paper now.
Your oven is so fast.
That's not my oven. That's text from the computer.
Never mind then.
Fast because I actually preheated it before I called you.
Hi, princess. Hi, baby girl. Come here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, got mama.
Did you have a good nap?
She's still waking up. You okay? Cookies are almost done, okay? You can have a cookie. Put it in. Love you. She always wants cuddles right after nap time.
Aww.
You okay? Take 2.
Take 2. Eventually, we'll get cookies out of this whole process.
I hope they taste good. I hope you like them.
I'm sure they'll taste wonderful. Well, you know, compared to what I usually make. Oh. I feel like my cookies are getting bigger. Like, get onto the pan. Get onto the pan.
So I'll just finish already.
They're like ginormous. I feel like they're going to become ginormous because they expand, right? Usually?
Just a little bit. My cookies don't really expand too much.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't know, because like, I honestly don't understand the difference between baking soda and baking powder, all that other
Wait, was
stuff.
I supposed to use baking soda or baking powder?
Baking soda. Did you use baking powder or baking
Yes,
soda?
I use baking soda, yes.
Okay, that's what I was using.
But
no, I don't understand the difference, and I don't understand what it does too much.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
just do it with too. But like, you know how like you get like cookie dough from the store, and then you put it in, like you make it into a ball, and then you put it on the tray, and then you put it in the oven, and somehow it flattens out, and like it looks really pretty.
Hmm?
Mine will do that.
So yours just stays in a ball shape?
Yeah, whatever you put it down as, it kind of just stays that way. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I haven't figured it out yet. So when I figure it out, I'll let you know.
As long as it tastes good. Okay. Yeah, they've definitely gotten bigger.
Still good. I mean, you get satisfied off of one cookie instead of 2.
Yeah, and then there's the other sheet.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. They look good.
We'll see how they taste. I'm gonna put it in, okay? For how long?
Okay. Into the oven for 12 minutes. And then after 12 minutes, you're gonna take it out and let it sit for 5 minutes untouched before you take them off of the sheet and put them on a cookie rack, or a cooling rack, sorry.
Perfect. Yay! So that prepping process was supposed to be 5 minutes. It took us about 30 minutes.
It's okay.
It was fun. Thank you. I can't wait for these to come out and see how they taste. Okay. 4 more minutes.
Cool. And then we'll see how it is, and then taste it for me and let me know.
Okay.
Well, it's actually 4 more minutes. Take it out, let it sit for 5 minutes before you can eat it. Because the sitting process is actually how it finishes the baking process.
I see.
Without burning the cookies.
So you're supposed to take it out before it finishes.
Yes. And then the residual heat from the baking sheet will cook it the rest of the way.
No wonder, like, every time I try to bake something, it always gets a little bit burnt.
Yeah.
Early enough.
So you take it out maybe like a couple minutes before, like they'll say like, oh, bake the cookies for 10, like 15 minutes or something like that. Take it out at 10 minutes and just leave it on the baking sheet. And then that residual heat will just kind of cook the rest of the way so that it gets to the perfect doneness without you having like burnt cookies at the bottom. Nice.
Ooh, those look so good.
So these, actually, I just throw them in the freezer so that they set. And then once they set, I put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I can take them out whenever I feel like cookies.
And like you just bake however many you want to eat, right?
Yeah, and so if you were gonna do this from frozen, for me, what I do is instead of preheating the oven to 350 before putting it in, I'll just put it in with a cold oven, set it to 350. So by the time it reaches the right temperature, and then add on like 12 minutes, it'll defrost and cook at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness! All done?
They smell good.
Do they smell good?
Yeah, look at how.
Do they look good? They look pretty good.
Hi. They do look pretty good. Okay. Let it sit for fun. Can I take it off the rack already?
Oh my gosh, sure.
Yeah.
Girl.
Dude, that's perfection.
Ooh,
Not
take my-
burn. Oh, okay. It's dropping.
It doesn't even look that big, to be honest with you.
It's pretty big. Well, that one, well, they're all kind of different sized, but it's overall pretty big.
It kind of looks like the size of like a Mrs. Fields cookie.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's a normal size cookie right there.
Yours must be super small.
Mine is like a Chips Ahoy cookie.
Okay.
But like the mini Chips Ahoy cookies, like the ones that, oh no, Frank compares it to a famous Amos cookie.
Yes, those.
There you go.
I'm sure it tastes much better than those.
I don't know. I think he doesn't really have a preference. A cookie is a cookie.
Dude, they're like legit. I'm like seriously kind of proud of myself. Thanks to you.
Yay! The size of my pinky.
No?
Do I get it?
My niece approves.
Yay! How's the texture?
It's soft and chewy, but not like fluffy. It's basically.
Are the edges kind of crispy or crunchy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Perfect. That's exactly what. Yay! Good job!
Hi. Thank you.
Absolutely.